You guys got flashbang by Billion. Chat, why are you so racist? You can't just say that. You mislabeled her as a wolf, as a fox instead of a wolf. Now you're a racist. That's right, chat. All right, Rev, inform me of people being cringe. Oh, hello. Okay, 3, 2, 1, boom.
Ago, a VTuber made a list of their peers that they are claiming are transphobes. Now, of course, this list contains a lot of outrageous claims, and it also contains names that don't belong there, including Silvervale. Now, if you're familiar with what happened to her in 2023, you're probably getting some deja vu because she is once again being falsely labeled a transphobe. Now, what?
Dude, Silvervale barely streams anymore, and people are still talking about her. She like streams like once every 3 days. She's not even like an active streamer like she used to be in VShojo. And you still won't shut the hell up. Leave her alone. Leave Brittany alone.
What happened in 2023? Well, of course, we had the Hogwarts Legacy harassment campaign. Now, I have spent literally hundreds of hours talking about that harassment campaign on this channel. And before we get into the current transphobe list that this VTuber has made, let me either remind you or inform you about this harassment campaign. So Hogwarts Legacy releases in February of 2023, and a lot of people made the assumption that if you bought this game, you were a transphobe because they...
That's right. Anyone who bought the game, you hate trans people. You heard it here first.
Saw this title, which is of course a Harry Potter IP, which belongs to J.K. Rowling, and people on Twitter believe that she is transphobic, so they believe that buying this game eventually, through a million different steps, ends up killing trans people. That's how outrageous the claims were.
Hold on, I'm getting Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I got a phone call randomly. No, it's a phone call. My apologies. Sorry. 1 second. Everything's fine. All right.
As soon as the game released, they were saying that buying this automatically makes you a transphobe and that you don't support trans people or gay people or Jewish people and all kinds of other people they believe that are being...
They compared Jewish people to goblins, man!
Targeted, supposedly, through the purchase of this game.
Dude.
And we saw even search engines being made by people on the day of the...
Hello, we'd like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
Can you not, please, in the middle of a react?
This game's release, so you could search up streamers to see if they're playing this game. And of course, this was used as a harassment campaign and a tool for people to search up these streamers and to harass them in their chat. We immediately saw...
What if they don't know anything about it and they just wanted to play the game? Is that their fault? Do you have to research every game before you play it?
Some female streamers like this getting bullied by people. This streamer in particular was not only streaming Hogwarts Legacy, they were also simultaneously running a charity event for LGBT youth. But despite that, because they're playing this game, they were harassed by dozens to the point of crying on stream. Shortly after, we saw Pikami suggest that she might play Hogwarts Legacy, and then she...
Oh my god. Pikami was a These people are insane! This is like drawing a trans person. Bro. That is actually insane. How deluded do you have to be to think like this? You live in a world that is not reality.
She was blasted with hundreds of messages accusing her of being a transphobe, among other things. We also saw Pippa get harassed and slandered by a bunch of people who were claiming that her...
Oh, but she also told people to leave fucking Silvervale alone as well.
Streaming of this game was literally getting trans people murdered. We also saw Silvervale, of course, and the reason we talk a lot about Silvervale is not only because she's on this list we're talking about today, but she's also arguably the most documented victim of this harassment campaign, where she goes on stream and talks directly about what's happening to her and her reaction. We see this happen through multiple clips that we're gonna once again revisit today. So here we are. This is the recently released supposedly transphobic VTuber list. This VTuber saying, here's my sadly...
I wonder if this person streams. Chat, do you want to take any guesses? Does this person actually stream? Or are they just someone that goes out of their way to find people to hate?
Ever-changing list of transphobic VTubers to avoid. And of course, the replies are now locked on this tweet, so you can't even argue with the points that they're trying to make. Now let's go to the beginning of this document that has been changed many times, by the way. So it says this: a list of those that maybe are good to avoid or not.
It's your choice. Then why are you releasing it publicly like it's a fact? This is not, in fact, slander due to A. What?
It's your choice. Note this is from personal experience / others VTubers experiences. I'm taking the screenshots I've seen and the personal stories I've heard to heart. And down here it says, guess I should once again mention this isn't to harass others, but
you made a list and made a statement. You made a statement publicly online, but for some... This isn't even the first sentence in the tweet itself. You have to open the document. Do you know what Twitter people do? They see the first thing in the thing, the first sentence in a tweet, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna instantly go through and scroll past all this bullshit and then go down the list. Instead of reading this part where they say don't harass them, they don't care.
To ignore.
They tunnel vision.
That's the point of this, which is absolutely outrageous. To claim that you're not harassing others or trying to cancel others with this list. You are publicly calling these people transphobes. What do you think's gonna happen to them? Negative things. That's exactly what happened with the Hogwarts Legacy harassment campaign. People got labeled as transphobes for playing that game, and then they got harassed by people who believed that they were transphobes. That's exactly what's happening with this list. What do you think's gonna happen to people put on this list? It's very obvious. But going down at one point under the list of transphobic VTubers,
Poppy the Lich, Tiramisu Bunny VT, and then Silvervale. Why do people always do this? Why? I don't get the point. Started the trans people are Twitter freaks and apparently called them cockroaches. I don't think she ever said those words. She just called people on Twitter who wrote nasty things about her, calling them freaks.
Big section here saying, used crocodile tears when addressing Hogwarts Legacy transphobic situation, which led to many trans VTubers being swarmed with hate raids.
Proof. Show proof of that.
Banned the word trans in her chat for a month or so. The whole situation...
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I know exactly what happened too. It was some sort of automod thing that banned certain words, and for some reason Twitch automod includes the word trans. Yeah, it was an automod level. Yeah, it's Twitch's fault, not her fault.
Behind Silvervale is very odd.
It's so weird that you can write like a situation in your head to be like objectively wrong, and then you still write it out as fact. She banned the word trans. Like, nope, that's not what happened, but okay.
Her community activity verbally
her community activity verbally and she enabled it. Her community activity
harassed trans people, and she enabled it. And they have this right here as as proof, and then also they claim that she started the trans.
Gotta love the outright lies to slander somebody because you're jealous they're successful and you're not. If this is a joke, nobody's laughing.
I'm all for calling out people on scummy behavior when it's actual fact. Like, for example, Johnny Somali harassing people in Japan. It's literally live streamed. It's not hearsay. It's not a court document that might have been leaked. This actually happened. Like, Silvervale never said any of this, and there's proof of her saying that she never said this, and it's never, like, it just blows my mind. It just doesn't matter to these people. Reality doesn't exist.
Trans people are Twitter freaks and apparently call them cockroaches. So looking at this...
Yeah, if you take Twitter seriously, you're kind of a freak.
I seriously feel bad for Silvervale and the rest of these VTubers. I'm under the trans umbrella and the ones cancelling them make me ashamed of that. Fucking disgusting.
It's atrocious. You can be a normal human being and just treat people how you want to be treated. Why are you so hateful?
Section of claims here. Every single one of them is either completely made up or easily disprovable through the most tiny amount of research on this situation. So let's go back in time. It's February of 2023. Silvervale has done a couple of Hogwarts.
This was so cute too, because she had the witch outfit as well. Yeah.
Legacy streams on Twitch and hasn't really received a lot of backlash quite yet. However, things are starting to pick up with this harassment campaign, and then there's this claim right here, where she banned the word trans in her chat. This is
he's about to expand on what I said.
An outright lie, by the way, and it is eerily mirrored by these tweets from February of last year, where other VTubers were falsely claiming that she was banning the word trans from her chat. Now, this is something that's not only a false claim, it is something she directly addressed at the time, and people intentionally ignored this.
See, this is what happened. I remember reading this. It was held by Automod for review. It's Twitch Automod behavior. I haven't banned any words in chat other than the ones used only for harassment. Boom, instantly disproved.
In this statement on her Discord server, which would be spread around on Twitter, she would further elaborate what happened here. That this word wasn't banned as her choice or her mod's choice. This was a feature of Twitch's own system, where they automatically hold for...
You can get auto-modded for saying the words ban me. It's very hit or miss. Yeah. Like, I've seen it happen. People say ban me, unironically, and it auto-mods them, depending on their level of, like, chatting. If it's a first-time chatter, they get auto-modded. Ban me? No, it's not. It depends on the level. I've seen it happen. It's completely normal.
Review some words like trans, for example, because oftentimes when people are bringing up trans, especially in a stream that has nothing to do with it, there's a chance that someone's being harassed. That they're using the word trans to harass the streamer.
The Hogwarts Legacy drama, the Bridget from Guilty Gear controversy, and the localizer drama completely turned me off to using Twitter as a whole outside of self-promotion. It is not worth interacting with anyone on that site. It's, in some ways, worse than old Tumblr.
I would say they're both just equally bad. Because there used to be bots on Tumblr all the time as well, so it's probably just as bad. I've been auto-modded for talking about the scent of cut pinewood. Dude, it's literally really random. For a while, the automod also bugged and would censor perfectly normal Russian sentences. I saw it happen. I was like, what the? Why are you auto-modding this? They're just talking to me in Russian, which is fine. It's just really buggy, and I think they're like tweaking the AI constantly.
It's to protect the streamer and the viewers from transphobia. Actually.
Yeah.
And in this case, ironically, people were going in and doing something different where they were spamming things like trans rights in her chat to show some sort of a message to her. Or they were saying, you hate trans people. So in that way, it was getting held for review, but the system was...
Yeah. When you say the word hate and then it's followed by something like race or gender, it always auto-mods it. No matter what. I've seen it happen. I've seen I hate French people. I've seen I hate French people in the automod section being filtered. Yeah. Yeah,
There are people
joking.
out there genuinely being homophobic and transphobic, but no, we have to form entire campaigns of unfounded nonsense. I played Hogwarts Legacy, I'm gay, but that's not in their narrative now, is it? By the way, happy anniversary, Alana.
Thank you, Chris. No, it's ridiculous. I hate French people. See, guys, no, guys, stop it. You're triggering the automod right now. You literally got automodded. Yeah.
Was there already.
Yeah, you triggered it.
And that's what happened, but people didn't care. They falsely accused her of banning the word trans because, in their eyes, she must be transphobic. And it was around that time that the harassment campaign against her really started to ramp up, where she would then, in an emotional statement, address this on stream.
And harassment and doxing and people doxing my friends and like so much horrible, vile things, all from streaming a fucking video game.
This is so maddening. Like, for no reason. Guys, she's just a VTuber, man.
It's just insane. Like, hate breeds hate and it doesn't help anyone. And I don't know, I got to the point where I was sick of seeing hatred all over and guilt tripping on random art tweets. It's literally like...
Yeah, and they're following her around. She probably got Discord rated as well. Be like, you're a piece of shit. You're saying that all trans people should die. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
They gang up on so many random tweets about Valentine's Day or art or automated posts. Like, they wanna post so much negativity everywhere, and I just got sick of it. So I block people because I just wanted breathing room.
Obviously, you can tell from the clip that she was very upset about the situation and very upset not only about the harassment that she, her family, and friends were facing, she was also upset about these claims that she is transphobic, among other things, okay? It obviously upset her, but people were...
Weird that you never meet people like that IRL. It is so... Like, you have to have a certain level of thick skin when it comes to being online, like, at presenting yourself, even as a VTuber. People are so fucking nasty. They say the most horrendous shit because they're hiding behind what is it called? Like an avatar, not this kind of avatar. I mean like a profile picture, and they feel like it's okay to do that. There's not a lot of people that would do the same thing IRL. Chronically online anonymity, yeah, exactly. Like, I have anonymity too, but at least I'm putting myself out there, like talking about things I want to talk about. And people know what my voice sounds like, so I guess there's that. But, like, I still do have a level of anonymity. I also probably knew Silva is the kind of person that's a very easy target who they knew they would react this way. I think she ignored it for a long time, and I think she broke down. I remember it, too. Because I remember it didn't happen the day off. It happened, like, a week or, like, 3 days after the whole thing. It didn't happen immediately. She tried to ignore it. You'd hurt my feeling if I had any. I think everyone has feelings to an extent. Selective rage, yeah. I remember even Pikami had it coming to her. Dude, I know this is like a conspiracy theory and I obviously can't say, but Pikami, I think, kinda quit, or at least there's like some like belief that she got harassed so bad that she left being Pikami because of it. I know it's not for certain and there's no like actual like evidence of that, but I like to think that, yeah. And Pikami's been around for so long as well. I remember I saw the clip of her saying we'll see each other again. I like legitimately like shed a tear.
I've never understood people who think you're a bad person for buying something. It's so confounding to me. I've never once cared about what's in somebody's Steam library. Do I
Guys,
just have extreme apathy? I don't
Guys,
get it.
guys, if you own an iPhone or any type of fucking phone with like cobalt or metal in it, you're supporting slavery. I know, it's crazy. If you eat McDonald's, you're supporting genocide somewhere, I'm sure. Everything is fucked. Stop fucking trying to say, no, you can't buy this, you have to boycott. Yeah, if you buy anything from Amazon, you're supporting this. If you're supporting that, if you drink Starbucks, you're supporting this. Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, if you own any piece of modern technology. Oh god, my head hurts from this. Fuck me.
If you buy a Coke, everyone, you support Death Squad Zom.
No ethical consumption? Yeah, you basically have to live on a farm and produce your own food.
You are not just supporting simple slavery, you are supporting the best kind, child slavery.
Yep, that's right. No, it's horrible. Like, you can't just... it's such a, like, nonsensical argument. And then these people... Did you guys see the clip of Hassan's, like, fans saying, like, oh, you can't drink Starbucks. Like, at least pretend like you're not drinking Starbucks. No, it wasn't Starbucks. It was Coke. It was Coca-Cola. A girl ran up to Hassan and said, stop drinking Coca-Cola. And he's like, why? And she said, because you're boycotting Coca-Cola because they're supporting the genocide in Palestine or something. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what she said, but she said something like that. And he's like, is it okay to drink it in a cup so people can't see? And she's like, no, like, just pretend you don't actually. And I was like, you mean to tell me you're okay with people pretending like they care about what you think they want you to boycott? Like, you're so out of your fucking goddamn mind. Like, go fuck yourself. You're a bunch of fucking pretenders. Yes, activism. That's a good word. Yeah, it's the visual. At least not on stream. Yeah. I was like, bro. You're such a piece of shit. It's all an act. Exactly. I remember there was someone who had like a couple of viewers and they were like looking up to me and they messaged me like when this controversy was happening. She was like, can I still stream the game? And I'm like, holy fuck, it's up to you. Why do you fucking DM me? I don't give a fuck. Stream what you want. Stop asking me. Stop looking for me for confirmation. If you have to ask me for confirmation, if you want to play the fucking game, you already lost. That means you care about what other people think of you. You should boycott the game if you fucking want to or not. It pissed me off. I still didn't say that to their fucking response. Oh my god, I'm getting a headache. But it's what I wanted to say. Yo, old timer, thank you for the prime. I do what I want. Yeah, you do what you want, man. I'm gonna boycott Alana. Do it, man. You're a pushy. You're not gonna do it anyway. Aren't these first world problems? Absolutely, man. If you were out somewhere and you had to work day by day going in and out, you would not have to care about this stuff at all.
We're not buying it. By people, I mean many VTubers in the scene. They were mocking the situation, saying that
who are these people, man? I don't know any of you people. Yeah, re-debut YouTuber, Kalistal, VTuber Tiger, Nessa. I don't know any of these people.
Still a transphobe. Some people saying that she is attacking Jewish people, that it doesn't matter. She's not getting bullied, that it's backlash, and she's only being criticized.
Do better, Silvervale. Explain why you blocked people who were your fans. Because you're harassing them! If someone called me a stupid bitch and I should neck, I'm gonna fucking block you too! No way, really? That's crazy! You should do better and let me harass you. Shut the fuck up, man.
And that they don't care about this situation. In fact, we even saw viral tweets here claiming that she was using her tears to manipulate her viewers. People.
Oh yeah. The exact. I hate it. You can't win with these people. They're so mentally ill. If you cry on stream, you're faking it. If you write a tweet and say you're crying right now, you're faking it. You can't win.
Saying that she was literally weaponizing her cis woman tears. Yes, these are the
cis woman tears. Oh my god. Imagine saying this in real life to someone.
progressive people attacking a
Cis
woman for
tears.
crying after being harassed on a mass scale. Now, instead of laying down and continuing to
These people are more forgettable than the standard goons in Batman.
Yeah.
take this harassment, about a day later, Silvervale once again addressed the situation on stream, and we would get one of the most iconic clips that we've ever seen in any V2-related situation
2.4 million views. That's insane.
covered on this channel, where she would fight back and put her foot down, say that she wasn't going to take this harassment, and then she would dub the people harassing her over playing this game the now infamous phrase, Twitter freaks.
And to all of the cockroach V-tweeters crawling out from under the
Cockroach V-tweeters! Basager right there.
floorboards, climbing onto the hate train and making fun of a girl crying after being harassed incessantly for your crumb of clout? Fuck you. That's all I had to say. And we're gonna enjoy this fucking game. And I will not be bullied by a bunch of Twitter freaks with nothing better to do with their goddamn lives. Be nice to people.
She didn't use the words trans. She literally just said Twitter freaks. Like, why do you have this disconnect? She used the word that was appropriate for the situation. You use Twitter, you harass her, you're a freak.
You want to make
What the
changes,
fuck,
but make
man?
actual changes instead of harassing streamers on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
LGBT people are awesome. Twitter people are not awesome.
And then they cut out like this part and just like use it out of context.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Wizard game!
So going back to the original document and the person making this transphobic VTuber list, you can see they would once again make
She never told her community to stop harassing people, to not use Twitter freak. You are living in a world. Oh, you're not living in the real world. I think world is like not even the correct word to use. I think you're living in a fantasy.
another false claim saying she never told her community to stop harassing people, to not use Twitter freaks against trans people. She didn't speak out against any of it. The tears were fake. She didn't and doesn't care about trans people. It's a veil. A silver veil.
You're so cringe, man. You think you're so
Can't
clever.
handle heat. Stay out the kitchen shrug.
What was that pun, man? It's not a theory. It's a game theory. Oh my god,
Wow,
man.
they really were proud
Do you guys think she pat herself on the back for that? I'm sorry, I'm assuming.
of themselves for that one. But once
Game
again,
theory.
instantly disprovable with this screenshot from her Discord from February.
I was in the Discord. She told us not to engage like day one.
No shit, because it makes her look bad. She's smart. She's not
Main
stupid.
character complex in its natural habitat.
I know, right? I write a Twitter post saying really horrible things about XYZ, but if I start to have people telling me the consequences of my actions, I lose my fucking mind.
February 17th of
That piece of shit,
2023, where she directly addresses this and says, please don't spread hate towards anyone, and that she loves and appreciates everyone, and encourages people to basically focus on their own community and not to go out and harass people. And you can see the number of reactions, almost 3,000 reactions on a Discord message. That's a lot of people in her community seeing this post and agreeing with its message. But of course, the person who made this transphobic VTuber list.
If you see hatred, reply with kindness or don't reply at all. It's crazy to me that you couldn't even do the research. It took it took Rev less than a day to figure, like, just to put it all together and prove them wrong, and they don't care. I wonder what they're doing right now.
Doesn't
We should
care
do a
about
check
evidence
on
like
them.
this. In fact, this direct screenshot was brought to their attention, and
Nope, they are content on Defender this Did they write this on their phone or something? Does this remind you of anyone? A person who, like, takes, like, red paste and, like, tries to, like, prove them wrong? I had a guy do this to me where they were screenshotting, like, one of my mod's messages and then, like, writing, like, things in paint to, like, try and prove me wrong. Like, it's something to do with, like, cognitive dissonance. Like, just schizoing out, like, writing nonsense. That essay in your community post, yeah, like, what are you essaying on about?
They dismissed it. That's right. They actually dismissed it. They even wrote notes here about why everything is wrong. So she once again claims that Silvervale...
I can't even read this. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm struggling. Why are you putting red font on a black background?
...was fake crying to rile up her community.
It's fake.
Her side of only semi-discussing the author and spending the majority of the time...
This is why you shouldn't apologize, by the way. If you apologize, it's not enough for these people.
Shit-talking Twitter freaks, a term that refers / has been co-opted to talk about trans people. Another.
Oh, it's like the Niji sister thing is a slur? Yeah, I remember that.
False claim. Again, Twitter freak was only made to address people who are harassing others for playing a video game. That's all it's ever meant. If you think it means anything more than that, you are making that up. But down here they also say, talking about not spreading hate, but the community continues to do it and she doesn't say anything or care. I mean, she's literally saying it right here. It's right here. I mean, once again, and then down here, oh my god, says LGBT...
Surprised you can read. I can barely make it out.
When just trans people are being harassed. What are you talking about? Also, there were people accusing her of being homophobic or anti-Semitic for playing this game as well. And when you say LGBT, that includes trans people. I think you're getting a bit ridiculous when you're saying it was inappropriate of her to use LGBT to address people that you should respect and not harass. That's absolutely outrageous. And I was saying with this document that there was a lot of unfounded claims because there wasn't research. I guess it doesn't even matter if they did research, because even when they're presented with evidence that shows that their claims that Silvervale is transphobic is wrong, they just dismiss it with their own headcanon, basically.
The sky is blue and they say, no, it's actually green. That's the equivalent of what they did right here.
Now, of course, a lot of people are aware of the Hogwarts Legacy harassment campaign, and they're aware of what happened to people like Silvervale, and that's reflected in the comments, which eventually would be turned off on this original tweet sharing.
Of course.
The Google Doc.
Of course.
And you can see people basically saying, thanks for the recommendation. I'm going to go follow these people that you're listing. And also, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I end up on there now because I had the nerve to question these ridiculous claims against people like Silvervale. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Here we are in the year 2024, and we're still talking about Hogwarts Legacy because of people like this. Everyone said this game would be irrelevant in a month. Well, here we are a year later and still talking about it because people can't let the harassment campaign...
It's actually a pretty good game, by the way. I played it. It's fun.
...campaign go, and they're still trying to harass people involved in this situation who simply played a video game. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
A lot are gonna get canceled. Yep, I'm gonna get canceled by some person who doesn't even stream. Yeah. That was a good video. Also, fuck those people. Thanks, Rev! Thank you. Dude, my headache just got worse because of that fucking shit we had to read. The red text in the gray background. Blech.